Hello there, I'm Jana Muhammad Zaki and you're watching Nightline. The headlines. Government to form National Economic Council soon. And government to consider reviewing Prevention of Crime Act or POCA to prevent detention of minors. The government will form a National Economic Council (NEC) soon to study and decide on economic matters. Prime Minister Tun Dr. Mahathir Mohamad said the NEC will play a similar role to the National Economic Action Council or M10.
Dulu ada National Economic Action Committee, MTEM, Majlis Tindakan Ekonomi Negara. Tapi nama lain lah. Jadi kita akan tentukan semua masalah-masalah ekonomi akan dibawa kepada majlis ini dan kita akan tentukan supaya tindakan keputusan dibuat dan tindakan diambil dengan lebih cepat daripada sekarang. Sekarang ini agak berpecah kerana kita tidak ada satu badan yang menentukan tentang pelaburan-pelaburan dan sebagainya. Ada yang pergi kepada kementerian-kementerian tetapi tindakan mungkin tidak begitu jelas kepada rakyat.
He was speaking to the media after chairing the Pakatan Harapan Presidential Council in Putrajaya on Friday. Among those present were Deputy Prime Minister Datuk Seri Dr. Wan Azizah Wan Ismail, Finance Minister Lim Guan Eng and other cabinet ministers. The National Economic Action Council was established in January 1988 as part of the government's response to the Asian financial crisis. Chaired by Tun Dr. Mahathir, its membership includes ministers with economic responsibilities and private sector representatives to protect the global competitiveness of Malaysia's economy. Meanwhile, Tun Dr. Mahathir wants other bus terminals in the country to emulate the Centralized Ticketing System or CTS adopted by the Southern Integrated Terminal TBS in Bandar Tasik Selatan, Kuala Lumpur. He commended the effectiveness of the system, saying it could raise the quality of the public transport industry, especially the bus service. Dr. Mahathir said this during his unscheduled visit to the TBS on Friday in conjunction with the Chinese New Year holidays. He spent nearly an hour to check out the operation of the integrated terminal and also mingled with the people at the station before visiting the food court on the 4th floor of the terminal. The centralized ticketing system, adopted by TBS 8 years ago, is the latest system in which the sale of tickets by individual express bus operators is integrated into an innovative and organized system. Consumers could purchase bus tickets at the counter as well as at self-service ticket kiosks at 12 locations in the terminal. CTS also prevent travellers from being deceived by ticket touts, as each ticket purchase required personal details and the destination involved. The government may revise the Prevention of Crime Act or POCA to prevent underage persons from being detained without trial. Deputy Prime Minister Datuk Seri Dr. Wan Azizah Wan Ismail on Friday said the matter will be discussed with the relevant ministries soon. Datuk Seri Dr. Wan Azizah said the review is being looked into following a call by two rights groups recently which urged the government to ban the use of the Act on children and juveniles. Speaking to the media after handing out mandarin oranges at a market in Kuala Lumpur, she also said children deserved a second chance and should not live the life of a detainee.
We should look and review into the matter deeply, because I think any child should be able to, be given some chance of rehabilitation.
She added the 142 juveniles detained under POCA were arrested between 2015 and 2017 for various crimes, including involvement in gangster groups, extortion and crimes towards property. She also revealed the current number for underaged POCA detainees stand at 1 juvenile detained at a detention centre and 27 others under restraining order. On Wednesday, the Human Rights Commission of Malaysia, Suhakam, and Suara Rakyat Malaysia, Suaram, urged the government to release the 142 juveniles detained under POCA without trial. They also urged the government to review all laws that subject children below 18 to detention without trial. Meanwhile, a recent survey which revealed widespread dissatisfaction among the Malays over Pakatan Harapan's performance will not fall on deaf ears. Datuk Seri Dr. Wan Azizah assured that the government will take note of the matter and address it accordingly.
Saya membaca tentang survey itu mengatakan dan saya mengambil maklum kerana kita mesti dengar rintihan ataupun apa pendapat rakyat dan mengambil langkah-langkah untuk melihat kata is it real or imagined and whether what we can do to address it. I take note because majority of the Malaysians are Malays. So when you say that majority of them, so we have to take note.
The Deputy Prime Minister also said there must be a balance between populism and priorities in policy making. She was responding to a survey by pollster Ilham Centre that the government's approval rating among Malay respondents was only slightly above 40%. The survey also found that 59.5% of 2,614 Malay respondents did not approve of the government's performance in the first 5 months after last May's general election.
Finance Minister Lim Guan Eng expects the country's inflation rate to average between 1.6 and 2% this year. This is due to global uncertainties caused by the trade war between the United States and China.
If let's say the trade war escalate, it can go up to 2%. Go up to? 2%. It may go up to 2%. But if it's less, if let's say the global uncertainties can be resolved, I think it will be much lower than that. You're looking around probably 1.6, but we are still waiting for the final figures lah. But again, this one always depends on the global uncertainties. If suddenly Donald Trump settle with China, then you see all the stock market, everything all flying. So while you say the trade war escalate, then it's a different story.
He, however, said the inflation rate of 2% was still considered very low compared with 2017, adding that the country's inflation rate for 2019 would depend on the global scenario. Lim, who is also Bagan MP, said domestically things would get better in tandem with the current trend. In 2018, Malaysia recorded an inflation rate of only 1%, the lowest in 9 years, compared with 3.7% posted in 2017. Whistleblower Xavier Justo reportedly received $2 million or about 8.2 million ringgit from the Edge Media Group chairman Datuk Tong Kui Ong as a gift for his assistance in exposing the One Malaysia Development Berhad 1MDB scandal. The sum was paid to Justo on Thursday when he and his family met with Datuk Tong and group publisher Ho Kee Tat. In a report by the Edge Online, Datuk Tong was quoted as saying that the gift to Justo was in appreciation of his contribution to Malaysia in helping to expose the kleptocracy of the past government. Without Justo's help, the wrongdoings involving 1MDB, as exposed by the Edge, would not have come to light. Meanwhile, Justo, in thanking Datuk Tong, said the gift would go a long way in helping him and his family rebuild their lives. In 2015, Justo claimed he was promised $2 million in exchange for data he had on his former employer, Petro Saudi International. The 1MDB saga began in March 2015 with subsequent investigations revealing that as much as $6.5 billion from its funds had been stolen. Visitors at Pertama Complex in Kuala Lumpur panicked when they saw thick smoke in the shopping complex on Friday. It was later found that the incident was due to a fire involving exhaust fans at a restaurant in the mall. City Fire and Rescue Department Director Nordin Pauzi said his department received a distress call at 3:39 p.m. and deployed 4 fire engines and 32 personnel to the scene. The fire was extinguished a few minutes later. No casualties nor injuries were reported in the incident.
In Johor, 2 people were hurt when a Proton Iris ploughed into the glass frontage of a bank before slamming into a brick wall at Jalan Kenanga, Kulai on Friday. The 2 injured in the 10-12 a.m. incident in Taman Indrapura were one of the bank's security guards and a female patron of the bank. It was learnt that the Iris driver was trying to park her vehicle near the bank when she accidentally stepped on the gas pedal, causing the car to bolt forward. She escaped without any injury. The traffic heading to the east coast is reported to be congested with an 11-kilometre crawl after a trailer caught fire in Genting Sempah Tunnel at about 1:37 a.m. Friday morning. According to the Malaysian Highway Authority, MHA, though works on removing the trailer have been completed and the lanes in the tunnel were reopened at 9:06 a.m., traffic remained congested. In the incident, the trailer driver was unhurt and the vehicle was only raised in the front section. 3 workers at a pet shop in Taman Melawati, Kuala Lumpur had a scare when they were confronted by 3 robbers armed with parangs. In the 7:10 p.m. incident, the suspects fled with 2 cats from the pet shop along with cash worth about 2,000 ringgit. A police report at the Taman Melawati police station has since been lodged and authorities are now tracking down the culprits using the CCTV recording at the scene.
After the breather, the auto segment with Sabrina Zainal. Stay with us. Welcome back. Since its official launch on December 12 last year, Proton's first ever SUV, the X70, has received more than 10,000 bookings and the numbers are increasing day by day. This week's auto segment will see host Sabrina Zainal test driving what is described by many as the best car Proton has ever produced. Let's see what she has to say about the X70.
I'm Sabrina Zainal and this is Hot on Wheels. Now you might have noticed that Azad Jasmi, aka my co-host / instructor, isn't around today, but we will be doing something different and special. We are going to test drive the new Proton X70. Now, under the hood of all X70 models is a 1.8-litre turbocharged and direct-injected 4-cylinder petrol engine, making it 181 horsepower at 5,500 RPM and 285 Newton-meter torque from 1,700 to 4,400 RPM. It also comes with a 6-speed transmission and 3 drive modes: Eco, Normal, and Sport. The Proton X70 comes in 4 variants, starting with the standard 2-wheel drive, executive 2-wheel drive, executive all-wheel drive variants, and premium wheel drive variants. Looking inside the X70, it comes with a leather steering wheel, steering mode selection, dual-zone air conditioning, and a built-in air purifier system. So the highlight of the new X70 is the Infotainment System. Now this system can recognize natural language. So for example, if I say, "Oh, it's too hot in here," it can actually reduce the temperature of the air conditioning. So let's try it out. Hi Proton.
Coming.
It's too hot in here.
Okay, making every effort on cooling down.
In terms of safety, all variants of the X70 are equipped with 6 airbags, electronic stability control, traction control, hill hold assist, hill descent control, and emergency stop signal. For the first time ever, this Proton product has advanced safety features consisting of autonomous emergency braking, or AEB, and forward collision warning, or FCW.
The next one is called AEB, Autonomous Emergency Braking. This system works at car park speeds that's below 30 km/h. Okay, about 30-35 boleh lagi lah. So again, the bigger the gap in difference in speed, the more pronounced the effect will be. So we could do this even at 20 km/h, but by the time the system comes to effect at 20 km/h, you're probably too close for it to have for demonstration. So for demonstration, we'll do the maximum speed lah, which is about 30 km/h speed difference. Chris will be doing 5 km/h in the car in front, so we'll be approaching pretty quick. Just as you're gonna hit, you'll hit crap. The car, when the car brakes, it brakes harder than any human could probably brake.
Okay.
It just slams on the brakes, and the sound is much different. Okay? Okay, good, huh? Okay, Chris, AEB, 5 km/h. Let's go. Okay, so we go up in about 30. You hear the crack?
Yeah.
So that's the car. When the car brakes, it goes crack. But I still worried that my foot is closed.
Yeah.
Okay?
It's different to how it sounds from the new.
Yes. I'm happy you could decipher and understand the difference there. Yes. The sound is very brutal.
Other safety features include adaptive cruise control, lane departure warning, blind spot information system, and intelligent high beam control, all available to the premium two-wheel drive.
I think the best feature in this car is really the safety aspects, especially when you've got forward collision warning. You also have the autonomous emergency braking. Based on the Malaysian statistics, most of these accidents happen with low speeds. People are inattentive, they are probably distracted by something else. Having these features not only would prevent expensive repair, it may even save lives. And to me, bringing these features down to a price point where everyday Malaysian is able to use it, I think it's...
Oh, and did I mention a 360-degree camera system is also on offer with the X70? Not only do you get the standard bird's eye view, the resolution is clear and well-stitched, by the way. You also get to manipulate your point of view to simulate a walk-around style image.
The car itself is an animation. If you want to get a different view, you can actually just, from here, you can scroll around. Yeah, you can scroll around the car and have a different view depending on what you want to look at. Maybe you've parked near something and you want to have a look, see if you're too close to whatever it is.
The best thing about the X70 is the price versus package. The value package is really great. That is why people are comparing the X70 with the Rush, because it's about the same price of the Rush, the standard X70 versus the high-spec Rush. But they are not the same vehicles. This is a totally different class and much higher, okay?
With that, tune in for more Hot on Wheels next week. Sabrina Zainal for Nightline's Auto segment, TV3.
Moving on to motorcycles, Aprilia Malaysia welcomes the new year with an addition to their family of classic sports and touring bikes. Wan Izul Islam takes a look at the new Shiva 900.
While Sabrina had the opportunity to test drive the Proton X70, myself, along with other media representatives, had the chance to witness the launching of Aprilia's latest model, the Shiva 900. Now, this powerful, intuitive, but also easy to handle motorcycle will definitely raise the bar to new heights, especially in the segment of sports naked bikes. Let's go take a closer look. Big power, big torque, and top-notch reliability. These are the three characteristics that define the new Shiva 900. The latest addition to the Aprilia family is powered by a refined 900cc twin-cylinder engine that generates 90 Newton-meter or torque of 6,500 RPM. This bike's performance does not sacrifice on comfort, where top-shelf ultra-fine chassis architecture promises the daily rider great ease and rideability.
One of the most popular naked bike in Malaysia. This is a well-known, very versatile and good, powerful bike for day-to-day use even.
Compared to its predecessor, the Shiver 750, the upgrade packs over 95 horsepower, which is just enough even for new riders to learn and gain experience in the saddle. Aprilia's advanced traction control system, coupled with a Continental 2-channel ABS, will keep riders safe while making the bike smooth and easy to manage.
Right now, with new strategies in Aprilia, they want to make the ownership experience even more pleasant. I think this Aprilia 900 model is something that will really shock a lot of people.
And finally, the large 4.3-inch instrument panel will feature some of the latest advanced technology, including smartphone connectivity and the newly integrated navigation system. The price, 72,000 ringgit without insurance and road tax. Now, after reviewing all the specs that this beautiful naked sports bike has to offer, the Aprilia Shiver 900 is definitely on a class of its own. That's all from myself, Wanizul Islam, for Nightline's auto segment. Be sure to catch us again next week.
When we come back, polar vortex death toll rises as US cold snap continues. Coming up, actions from the 2019 Super League. Don't go away. Sports football, the 2019 Super League. Two curtain riser matches were held on Friday night. Pahang started the new campaign on a high note, claiming a 3-1 win over Kuala Lumpur. In Kuala Terengganu, PKNS FC had themselves to blame after they were held to a 1-1 draw against Terengganu FC. PKNS were the first to find the breakthrough when Nicholas Swirat had at home a corner kick 4 minutes after the hour mark. The match was about to end when Malik Arif salvaged a point for the hosts, striking a fierce low shot following a free kick. The draw put both teams in second and third places in the standings, 2 points behind leaders Pahang. Still on football, the 2019 Asian Cup. Qatar created history on Friday when they beat favourites Japan 3-1 in the final to clinch their first Asian Cup title in over 60 years. Almiz Ali opened the scoring for Qatar after 12 minutes before Abdul Aziz Hatim doubled the advantage 15 minutes later to take a 2-0 lead into the break. Japan halved the deficit in the 69th minute through Takumi Minamino. Akram Arif, however, restored Qatar's 2-goal lead in the 83rd minute through penalty. The scoreline remained till the final whistle to give Qatar their first ever Asian Cup trophy since 1956. That sports item wraps up Nightline this time around. Before we leave, let's take a look at visuals of lion and dragon dance in Cambodia as they herald the coming Lunar New Year. With that, I'm Jana Mohammad Zaki. Thanks for your company and have a great weekend.